I'd be remiss if I didn't say the last summer concert went off great, I thought. We had some last minute things. So a couple things have come up since then. Tim got me the Legion liquor permit, which he always does, for the beer booth. And there were some questions from some people that were there. So I asked Carrie to look into the Queen of Hearts game and the split the pot, because some people were telling me that the Queen of Hearts was maybe not be properly operating. So what she found out was, if you do the Queen of Hearts game and you just either give all the money away, or if you take part of the money and roll it into the next game, that's fine. That's not gambling. But if you're keeping part of it as a fundraiser, then they have to have a license. So Dan and I need to get with the boosters and find out if they have a license for that.
First I've heard of it.
Me too. And we also, because we were checking on that, I had her check on split the pot. Split the pot is considered a raffle, and you're allowed to do a raffle. So, because in the rule, help me with this, the rule on that is they have to draw the ticket out.
So a raffle is a game of chance. So you're allowed to have a game of chance. And you have to be a 501c3 to do a game of chance. Actually, Queen of Hearts, you are not allowed to do as a.
Do you want to come up to the podium so that
Yes.
we can get this on tape?
Okay, so you're allowed to do a raffle because it's a game of chance. So any 501c3 can do a raffle. We don't need to see any license for that. If you're doing a bingo, you have to be a charitable organization. You have to have a charitable organization gaming license. So if anybody were to do bingo here, we would have to display their charitable gaming license. What we were told about Queen of Hearts is you're not allowed to do Queen of Hearts as a fundraiser. So Queen of Hearts is designed to pay out all of the money to the recipient or roll it over. Prime example would be Ripley, Ohio. So that man needed nothing to collect millions and millions of dollars, but he handed it all to the winner and kept 10% and rolled it over into the following year. So that bucket of money is still going to go to a recipient. Every time he does it, money is going to a recipient. He's not putting any in his pocket. So by us knowing that you really can't do Queen of Hearts or anything that is considered a scheme of chance instead of a game of chance, then we are also liable in that. So there's no law, but what we were told today by the Attorney General's office is that it shouldn't be conducted. Like, we should only be conducting things that a 501c3 can do. Does that make sense?
So this all started with your liquor license this morning.
Yeah. So who's the contact at the Attorney General?
You can call the helpline, and then anyone can do it. I mean, you speak to an attorney, and no, because they're not allowed to give legal advice. So they tell you up front, this is not legal advice, even though you're speaking to an attorney. But you can go on, and I mean, anybody can call and do it.
Oh, well, the point of it is we need to make sure that the school is doing it correctly, and that they have the license and they display it here, and that's all we need.
Yeah. So we just want to make sure, like with a liquor license, I was told like it has to be displayed at the front of wherever we're selling. So any client that comes in, I make them give me a liquor license 2 weeks ahead of time. We frame it and it sits on the front of the bar, just like I would do with you at the summer concert. So you have to have the F2 license. And the other thing about the liquor licenses that I found out is now with all of the seltzers and things like that, if you before had an F2, that does not cover the vodka in a seltzer. You have to have the next level. So any wedding doing, or not a wedding, they don't charge guests, a fundraiser that comes in and does beer and wine can still do an F2, but now I have to ask if they're having seltzers. If they are, they have to pay the higher. It's a money grab from the state, obviously, but we don't have a choice. I mean, our hands are tied. And I just remember when I first got here, Paul Beck came to my office 3 or 4 times and said, don't be the reason people can't bring alcohol in this building. Get every license you need. And that has stuck with me, and I've been scared to death ever since. So I am like on it with these licenses. So.
And even though he's not here tonight, you know he's gonna hear about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
All right,
So-
let's
Well,
move on.
obviously, this strikes a chord with me, because, you know, Mr. Brett, Ms. Robers, and myself are sort of the committee that oversees the summer concerts, has for years, works months in advance to get this all settled, and I was surprised the night of the concert when the Queen of Hearts showed up and started to do that, and that's one of the reasons why it would have been nice if we were informed of that prior to me showing up and an hour before the concert than them setting up. I am concerned that we may have opened ourselves up to a liability that was unnecessary, and we could have vetted that ahead of time if we knew that they were coming. So if the board is going to make decisions without my knowledge or the administrator's knowledge or Ms. Rober's knowledge about events that we're organizing, I'd respectfully ask that that we be told ahead of time, because I was told that you guys decided that on your own. So we have another concert coming up August 1st, and I don't know if
All we're gonna do is see if they got the 501(c) or what they can do to get it, so, and that's it.
It isn't
we'll
if they
find
get
out.
501(c).
We'll have,
That's not it.
hold on. We'll find out if what they can get, what they're allowed to do, and I'll have them reach out to the Attorney General too, and Mr. Brett will too, and then see exactly what is what. If we're not allowed to have them here, obviously we wouldn't have to have them there. We haven't decided any events. It's a nonprofit. The Boosters is a nonprofit organization. So they asked to come up. I asked Mr. Vorath, he was good with it. Yeah, we should have reached out to you and told you about it. We did not. And I informed you that they're supposed to come August 1st. We'll make sure this is cleared up with Mr. Brett, and he can advise the board beforehand, and then we'll go from there.
okay,
That's all we can do.
but you guys decided, when was that decided?
It wasn't decided. I was okay with it. They asked me, and I called Mr. Vorath, and he said he didn't think it was an issue either. They're a nonprofit. The Boosters are a nonprofit organization.
I get that they're a nonprofit, but the issue is that the two of you decided we're a board, and we're supposed to be deciding as a board, and you're making decisions.
Well, I thought
on the
Mr.
phone.
Brett reached out to you. If that didn't happen, and you told me that didn't happen, I mean, it's already past the wayside. I told you August 1st they were coming to the next one. Now we have to see if they'll even be able to. And didn't you say there was not a law? Didn't you say that? Jim, why don't you
Exactly.
reach out? I don't know why Perry's reaching out instead
Wait,
of you.
because I'll tell you why I wanted to reach out, because I need to know a permit process. I can't do events if I
And
don't
I
know
didn't
a
say you
permit process.
couldn't.
So I've sat with
I know
Scott
that.
for hours to learn the permit process on zoning just to bring the stage. I mean, we have spent, I bet you 12 hours trying to do permits for the stage. So to figure it all out, I mean, I call the liquor board every single time I have a question, because I don't wanna do anything wrong, because it's my name on everything. And I don't wanna hurt the township, and I don't wanna hurt my job, and I don't wanna hurt an event. So I wanted to make sure of everything, so when I know there was a helpline, basically the bottom line was, her words to me is, I cannot give legal advice, but I can tell you that Queen of Hearts cannot be used as a fundraiser, and now you guys knowing that, you have to decide what you wanna do, because if somebody would come and double check this, then we are knowingly letting them do something that we know is not allowed. And we, as a
All
township,
right, we'll find out.
that's probably not right.
Oh.
So I'm
We'll
just
find out.
protecting myself, the boosters, you guys. I feel like I'm not doing my job
We
very
will-
well if I don't check things.
We
like
will
that.
find out. We will find out.
Oh, and if the
Thank you.
boosters are doing it unknowingly, then we're doing them a favor because we want to get them legal so that
Well, I agree.
everything
And I agree.
is above
I
boards.
agree 100%.
My issue, again, is, so you just said, and that you informed me that they will be coming August first. So you guys decided that they were coming in June, and then you decided that they're coming in August, so long as that it's approved, correct?
If it's legal.
If it's legal,
we
you've
can-
decided
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
happening.
Are you against it?
No, again, my
You're
issue is,
against it.
I'm not against it. My issue is that you're deciding, the two of you are deciding without,
Okay.
where did you decide it? Did you decide it in
Give
a
input right
meeting?
now.
But you've already told me you've decided, so it doesn't really matter. That's the problem, that this is supposed to be a board and you're deciding without even consulting me, and
Let's- look,
it's my
If you
event.
wanna talk afterwards, I'll be glad to talk to you man to man.
Okay,
Let's move along the meeting instead of sitting here
okay,
nitpicking.
let's move along, cause I've got another issue about this summer concert.
Good
And
Lord.
so the other issue is that I had people.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Hold on. Mr. Brett, are you finished?
Finished with that part? Yes.
Okay. Are you
Okay.
finished
My
with your
report.
whole report?
Yes.
Okay, let's move along the meeting. We'll address your issue when it's your time to discuss.
But it's
your
part of that
issues.
issue, that concert.
Okay, we'll address it when you get to your,
Okay.
when we recognize you as a board, we'll address it then.
Okay.
Let's just move along and try to get our meeting within 3 hours. All right, fire department,